Hello everybody, today I'm going to be taking you through the weather optimization feature. Weather optimization is one of the best features on the HANCHU ESS systems and is one of the many tools that you can use to make the most of your kit. It's really easy to set up and use, and once you get a hang of how it works and how to set it up, then you'll find squeezing the absolute most out of your system is really easy. This guide is designed for installers and customers alike, but if you have any trouble with this and you're an installer, get in touch with our tech support team and we'll be happy to help. If you're watching this video and your HANCHU system is installed in your home and you're still struggling to get the optimization set up, get in touch with your original installer and they should be able to give you a hand. Getting started, the first thing you'll need to do is open up the HANCHU ESS app. You'll open up the app to find that you've got your system here in front of you and you can see exactly what's going on. First things first, you're going to head over to the second tab on the bottom, that's the device tab. You'll see it defaults to the inverter page where you can see the inverter on your station. Go ahead and tap on that, give it a second to load, and at the bottom you're going to tap on remote control. This is going to take you to the settings of your inverter. Today the option we're going to want to find is the Weather Optimize feature. Weather Optimize is really simple in principle. What the HANCHU system will do is it will detect the weather in your area and charge your batteries according to it. Let's say, for example, it's a really sunny day the next day, the HANCHU system's going to pick that up, make sure that it only charges the batteries a little bit to make sure that if you've got solar panels, you're going to be able to have plenty of room to get them charged up. It works the opposite way too, so if it's going to be it works the other way too, so if it's going to be a really cloudy day or a rainy day, perhaps in the middle of winter, then the HANCHU system's going to pick that up and it'll make sure to charge the batteries as much as possible to make sure you've got plenty of power stored. This works really well with those on a dynamic tariff or maybe a cheap overnight rate. What it means is through the summer when you've got plenty of solar, you're going to spend as much time as possible using that power and not pulling from the grid. And then in the winter, when you might not have as much solar power, or it crosses over so where you are having to pull from the grid a little bit, especially later on in the day, you're going to have that power stored from your weather optimization at a cheaper rate than you might pay in the evening. Configuring it is dead simple. So we've gone to the Weather Optimize page and all we need to do is flick it on. We can see this one's already switched on, so we'll put it back to normal for a second. This is how it's going to look by default. Tap the toggle and confirm switching just here. Give it just a moment and we can see we've now got options for weather optimization. The first thing we're going to see here is the charge time at the top. On this system it's set from 2:30 AM to 4:30 AM, so 2 hours throughout the night. If you'd like, you can set this to your time whatever's off peak. So if you're on something like an EV tariff where you know that price is going to be cheap through the night from, say, example, midnight till 7 in the morning, you can go ahead and set your charge time to that. Setting your charge time is really simple. Go ahead and tap on the left-hand time first. That is where you're going to set the charge time to start. Do forgive me, the screen's a little bit small on this one, but at the bottom you'll see the time you can set the charge to start at. Go ahead and set that and confirm. We've put this one to 6:30 in the evening, just for example purposes. Now we can go ahead and tap on the right-hand time and that's going to be our end time. We'll go ahead on this example and set it to 8 o'clock. What this means is the system is now going to make sure it charges between 6:30 and 8:30 in the evening. If we have a look below, we can see we have loads of different percentage values and loads of different weathers to go with it. We've got sunny, few clouds, partly clouds, mostly clouds, heavy clouds, light rain, moderate rain, heavy rain and other weather. You'll see here that the percentage goes up as the weather gets worse. The number we can see here is the target percentage that it's going to charge to. So for example, we can see here on sunny, by default it's set to 60%. If we left the system like this and it was going to be a sunny day tomorrow, the system would start charging between 6:30 and 8:30 as we've set before, and it's going to make sure to charge only to 60%. That works based on all of the weather, so if we move down we can see here when it's light rain, the battery will charge up to 90%. In of itself, that'll compensate for the lack of solar production, meaning that you're always going to be making the most of your battery storage. We usually recommend to start off with, leave these battery numbers as default. See what the system comes up with on its own. The default figures, chances are they're going to do you quite well. Of course, every system is different and every person's use case varies, so feel free to tinker with these numbers and see what works right for you. If the system works by default, great, leave it as is. If you find perhaps you've not got enough storage, or maybe you've charged too much to be able to store all your solar, try turning some of the numbers up or down and tweaking to how it works for you. That's it on the battery storage, guys. As I said at the start, if you do have any questions on your installer, please get in touch with our installer support team who'll be happy to help. If you've got a HANCHU system in your home, then your original installer should be able to talk you through all these settings. Thank you.